Hello, folks, and welcome back to Chris Wyatt Reports. At least someone in South Africa will have a Merry Christmas, a festive holiday season, even as millions of South Africans suffer in abject poverty owing to his very actions and decisions. The dreadful fellow himself has a broad smile on his face. It's been a wonderful December for the Teflon Gangster, Cyril Ramaphosa. First, his party successfully manipulated an open vote in parliament to not adopt the Section 89 report into his alleged crimes in the Pala scandal, and now he wins a major victory in the African National Congress. South African press reports that President Cyril Ramaphosa has won a second term as the ANC leader, securing 2,476 votes, defeating Dr. Zweli Mkhize, who received just 1,897 votes. Now, this is a major victory for Ramaphosa when you consider all that's going on. Even if you don't consider all that's currently going on, just think back to the previous conference when he defeated Nkosazana Dlamini-Zuma by just 70 votes. Had 36 votes gone the other direction, he never would have been president of South Africa. Ramaphosa retains control of a party in crisis, one in terminal decline, increasingly unable to hoodwink South Africans that actually gives a flying flip about their welfare. An irony of all irony, Cyril Ramaphosa is a colossal failure as president of South Africa. Yet now, he's more powerful than ever. He has presided over a collapsing economy, 2 to 3 million jobs vaporized, tens of thousands of businesses shuttered, endless violations of the Constitution by the African National Congress, by Ramaphosa himself, and his unelected, capricious, unaccountable National Coronavirus Command Council, racial division sown by the ANC, the Economic Freedom Fighters, and a corrupt legacy media, 72 murders a day, up 28% under his tenure. Failed state-owned enterprises, lawlessness as far as the eye can see, an electrical grid on the verge of collapse, expanding corruption, convicted and accused ANC criminals nominated and or elected to office, infants and toddlers starved to death in Nelson Mandela Bay owing to ANC ineptitude, an ANC internal insurrection that cost billions, destroyed confidence for foreign direct investors in South Africa, and lost over 350 lives. Indeed, the dreadful fellow is among the worst heads of state on the planet, rivaling Vladimir Putin, Volodymyr Zelensky, Jacinda Ardern, and even Joe Biden himself. Ramaphosa won leadership despite leaders from crucial provinces of Limpopo and Gauteng deciding at the last moment to switch their support to Zweli Mkhize, even though Ramaphosa is popular in both Gauteng and Limpopo. Now, throughout the weekend, the whole thing was a disaster. It was a day late, delayed. They didn't get started until too late on Sunday. Hence, they didn't finish everything until Monday. Additionally, pervasive allegations of money passing and changing hands and vote buying throughout the conference all weekend. Reportedly, some of the most senior state capture figures were mentioned as those being the willing paymasters to buy votes. But that is the ANC. It is a racketeering criminal organization masquerading as a political party. In other news, when it comes to leadership in the corrupt ANC, the new Secretary General is none other than Fikile Mbalula, the lockdown flaunting failed transport minister. But he is a Ramaphosa ally. Now, one of his two deputies, to give you an example about corrupt and accused and convicted ANC criminals or accused criminals, one of his two deputies is Nomvula Munkonyane, who was accused of soliciting bribes from a corrupt service provider during the state capture era. Paul Machile is the party's new deputy president, and he won 2,178 votes amongst the delegates. The new top 7 leadership is divided between supporters of Ramaphosa and Zweli Mkhize, which will, of course, no doubt put ANC unity to the test. This is a corrupt organization that has failed abjectly, transitioning from a liberation movement to a genuine political movement. And they are a party focused on self-enrichment and self-aggrandizement, not concerned about the welfare of South Africans. It's a good festive holiday season for Ramaphosa, who staved off an effort to further investigate and potentially impeach him for the alleged crimes in the Pala Farmgate scandal, and now is reelected with a far wider margin than he had previously. It's shocking how the dreadful fellow can be such a Teflon gangster. It's a sad day for South Africa. Not that anyone else in the ANC being elected would have been a good day, but it just proves that it doesn't matter what you do, how inept, how stupid, how corrupt, how dishonest, how much of a race hustling slimeball you are. It's party over people, politics over the population. South Africa's political system doesn't care about South Africans. And if you don't believe that, then you're not paying attention. Hey, folks, if you're not a subscriber, why don't you hit that button right down there. Join us here on the program where we're shadow banned and hidden from our viewers. Join our Telegram, WhatsApp groups to be notified of all video updates and live broadcast, because you sure won't get it from this platform. Thanks a lot, folks. Cheers. By the way, this video will appear on other platforms, so I'm referring specifically to the lovely and wonderful PooTube, not the other platforms. Cheers.